stand your ground. Let them do their worst to you and survive. Hi, Roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic Ward, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just slicing cake like some people do. If that's something you can get into, like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch the playlist. Stop. So that's the energy we're getting into. For this reading is going to be for Sagittarius, or is this is a Scorpio reading? You could be a Sagittarius as well, or have Sagittarius in your chart. So subconscious entities communicating with you in secret. Subconscious entities. So the last reading was, I'm not going to say it's about a cat, but the cat really kind of made everything about it, just kind of getting in my energy. So I don't know if that's something like a woman you're dealing with, or how that's translated in the 3D world. A black cat. How is that? People say it's how I feel, but it always pops up. It's not just the black ones, all the cats, they always pop up when I mention it, and then they disappear. So I feel like they're kind of just lurking around in the background, waiting for somebody to call on them. That's how these entities are. But I feel like this is a demon that you're dealing with that just waits for you to mention it or give it some type of attention. It's very creepy. It's as creepy as it sounds. And they're trying to communicate with you in secret. Like, I haven't even tapped into that energy yet. I'm still a new reader. Because I don't really like tapping into that energy, but that's what it feels like it's coming up. Sexiness is here. Like, I'd rather things be about sex than something else involving genital. Let's keep it copacetic. Okay, so we have promiscuous here. Subtle, sexy, active, energetic, and generous. So that's what it feels like somebody is trying to have a communication with you subtly, secretly, without being honest about it. But it's obvious. It's obvious. And if you don't want to talk to this person, they're already crossing boundaries, something's got to give. You're gonna have to be you're gonna have to take things into your own hands. And the beginning of the playlist of Watching the Stars, if you want to check that out, is about violence. Like, someone is gonna have to someone's gonna have to be violent or something. I don't know. With the Wheel of Fortune coming up, is like you have to be in this energy that's not naturally an energy that you would be in. Like, you're in the summertime and it's still winter, or you're in the wintertime and it's summer. Like, you have to be in a new energy. There's people around you who are only thinking about sex, and they're not even sexually attractive, or they're not something you would be attracted to, but that's all that's on their mind. And the more they think about it, the more gross they are. So let's move on. You have the Chariot here. I feel like you have to move away subtly. Now, with this vibe, I'm getting like the image of someone who had a one-night stand with someone who wasn't attractive. Maybe they got drunk and were willing to do things that they wouldn't do if they were sober. So you have to subtly pull your arm away from this cretin, this creature. This person could be older. You have Knight of Feathers here. Whatever the case is, because I'm reading all these people here is obsessed with you. Whatever the case with this energy, I feel like if you were to leave very quickly and obviously, they will follow you. Like, their bags are already packed and are just waiting for you to give the cue. And it's going to be like a funeral procession. Or, just people who travel together and they're like, well, I'll be behind you. We're all going to be at the after party together. And heaven is the after. These are people you try to get away from. These are demons. But I feel like basically with this energy is like, don't run. Don't run from it. Just put your foot down. Someone needs to resort to violence. 6 of Candles is coming out. This is violent. Knocking down somebody's walls, even if you don't have a single weapon in your hand. These guys are definitely carrying weapons because it's the Israelites. I'm not even allowed to get into that because all of that things that's happening in the Bible is still happening today. That's all I can say. It's obvious, but I don't know, maybe there's some energy of picking a side. And then you have two of candles. Yeah, it literally says Elijah went before the people and said, how long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal is God, follow. There's not really any other option here because God is God and he's the winner. So don't be a loser when it comes to this energy. If the devil was an option, the devil is a loser. That by definition. You're following this story like you're an actor in a role. If you take up a role, if you choose to take up a role that has you dying in the end, that's what's gonna happen to that person. Like suddenly gonna change and say, you know, he's a good guy, he's a good actor, I'm gonna keep him around. I mean, it might, you never know, but as a metaphor, the devil doesn't win. You have the dreamer here, a new start, trust yourself. And he's walking to the fortune. He technically is walking towards the promiscuity. Maybe someone's gonna go through an experience of doing sex work or something like that. It doesn't end well, and I feel like just be safe and be careful. But basically, I feel like don't even go in that direction. But this is what people tell the dreamer all the time: you're about to fall off a cliff. That's what happens to the fool. We don't know if he makes it or not. It's all about energy. But the energy is like this person's about to walk, literally just walk off a cliff. If you go in that direction, is because everything else is going in the opposite direction. Like almost like focus on your passions and do what you love and don't do things just for money. Because what you love is just loving it alone is worth it. Like even if you just love your enemies, is better than hating your enemies because you get the love. Loving something feels good. Hating something feels bad. I'm very dualistic when it comes to that energy. So just choose right. Don't feel bad for nobody. You have 4 of Cups here. Failing to recognize a magical opportunity because you feel bad about something. And there's something good in the background. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like someone's just trying to chase after this money. The Wheel of Fortune is a beautiful card, but the cards don't always have to be what they represent. Like sometimes money is the root of all evil, and following evil is not a good idea. So you have the Lovers here. Even if it gets you excited for a while, or you feel like you have a reason to get out of bed. For some people, if you're depressed, like some people may have this, like your only reason to get out of bed is to go get some snacks from the grocery store and then go home and you get fat and now you can't get out of bed. It's like it doesn't lead to the lies that it's saying it leads to. Whereas Jesus is telling you to pick up your cross, be crucified by the world, die, go to hell, and rise back up. It's going to require a lot of faith, but your enemies definitely don't have the faith to go through that process. If you stand your ground, let them do their worst to you and survive. That survival is going to lead to you thriving, living a beautiful life. It's a leading a beautiful life. So that's the energy that I'm getting. If that's something you're resonating with, check out the playlist called Don't Stop, and I'll see you in the next one.